again for us. Battle of Stirling Bridge, 1297, where William Wallace defeated King Edward I of England. And what happened, King Edward sent up his troops, the horseback, and the footmen, they got a train from London to Berwick, and there was no trains going further that day, so they phoned up Locks and Glens to see could they get a coach. They were fully booked that day, so they had to walk up. By the time we got up to Stirling Bridge, they were all pretty tired, so it was another resounding victory for Scotland against England. Also, over to your right hand side, you have the Wallace Monument. Built in 1822, it cost £30,000 to build, and that's where William Wallace's sword is kept. It's been there for over, before that was kept at Dumbarton Castle for over 500 years, but since 1822 it's been kept at the Wallace Monument. It's only ever left the country once, and that was Part2 week in New York a few years ago. But the people of Stirling put in a complaint saying they didn't want the sword to leave Stirling, so the Lord Provost and his wife agreed to accompany the sword to New York. So basically they got a free holiday out of it. Now a wee bit of the bull is, well, I'm not even going to say it, one of these big fancy names, but it's 62,000 guineas in 1962. It's bought by an Argentinian, and he got it shipped over to Argentina. And when I got there, what can you say about it? It lost the urge, if you know what I'm trying to say. So it became very expensive meat, mince, things like that, so I wasn't too happy with the bill. Now, last year up here, all the farmers, most of the farmers up here lost their crops last year because of the deluge of rain that came for 5 days solid. It rained and it wiped up most of the crops up here. But this year they've had a good harvest. Talking about rain, and it appears. Duke of Montrose, and he left his drover to pick the money up, but unfortunately when he picked the money up, one of the Duke's employees had murdered him, so Rob Roy asked for more time to sort of pay off the debt, but the Duke says no, so Rob Roy became Scotland's equivalent to Robin Hood. He robbed the rich to feed the poor. But he was captured, and he had to sort of fight for his life, and he won the battle, he won the fight, and the Duke of Argyll, who was a Campbell. Now, any Campbells on board? And Campbells, any related to any Campbells? Good. Middling, sure, backstabbing cutthroats. So, don't mention Campbell's soup. So, it's the only time I know a Campbell done MD a favour, so paying off Rob Roy's debts. Rob Roy was born in 1673 and died in 1733. And he's buried beside his wife Mary and their 2 sons up at Ballyquillish, and we'll pass the road it's on anyhow. But the Rob Roy Visitor Centre is on your right hand side, just by the second set of traffic lights to the right hand side. And remember this morning you were listening to the Real Radio wind-ups. Well, every sort of Christmas the Real Radio, they put on the Christmas lights at Glasgow, but they usually get a big celebrity to put on the lights. It costs them say about 15,000-20,000 for a celebrity to come and put on the lights, but last year they done something different. They done a competition that only families could enter, and the kids must be between the age of 5 and 12. The reason being, the prize was, at the end of it was a 5-day, every family won £100, but then one family were picked out, and The prize was to get picked up in a limousine, taken to a 4-star hotel in Glasgow, have something to eat, then be taken to the show in George's Square. But they kept pure the sort of surprises to the very, very last minute. So what they done is the family who won it, they got them up on stage, and the wee boy was 8 and the wee girl was 6. So guess who turned on the lights? The two kids, and they set off the firework display in Glasgow, which is a nice thing. Christmas is for the kids, so hopefully this year more councils will do that. Amy for being outstanding in his field.
Didn't I get it?
All my jokes get lost for the day. So Howard's going to take you down this way on Monday, so I'm not going to say I'll just put on a wee bit of music for the rest of the time up to the Highlands.